was asking that, Montreal probably played a road game at home. Did you have the same feeling?
About Montreal's game?
Yeah, about the way they clogged the middle and they stopped their speed.
I thought it was a well-played game by both teams. While they were doing that, we had to do that against their team. They're quick and they're fast, and I think those are two different things. And Montreal happens to have both elements. I thought it was a well-played game by both teams. Both goaltenders shone when they needed to, and there's a lot of high-scoring, entertaining games. I thought, in my opinion at least, this was an entertaining game that didn't produce a lot of offense.
We're leaving Todd to go into the break with 2 points instead of going over here.
Well, anytime you can put an end to a losing streak, you're happy, whether it's going into a break or not. But I thought when we came out of the All-Star break, we weren't very good, and we improved in each of the 4 games. The problem is we're going into another so-called break, and we've got to start all over again next week. So get the rest and maybe learn a lesson from the All-Star break and apply it to returning next week.
Is there any way to guard against that?
We all talk about learning lessons and preparing and all that type of stuff. It's hard to get the engine going again, and we'll try and do a better job of it when we play Chicago, I believe it is.
Connor was saying that he is not used to getting boos. So when you hear him getting booed by a crowd, there was a pretty good barometer for the fact that he was really asserting his play and drawing calls.
I think when you get booed by a crowd, it's often a sign of respect. He's doing some things on the ice that are recognizable. I'm sure they're booing because he was drawing penalties, and I can tell you I've watched him play for 2 years, and never once has he left his feet intentionally. The number of other calls that could go his way, he fights through it every night. So kudos to him for drawing the boos.
So are you going to take some time off now?
We'll take a couple days as a staff. Everybody needs some rest. So personally, I'll get a chance to see my family, which I'm looking forward to. I know a lot of the guys have some plans to go and get their rest. And this is the thing about the 5-day thing. Right now, everybody's excited about it. We're all happy that it exists. It's the other 364 days of the year that I don't agree with it. I just don't think it's a smart thing. We can spread those days out during the year and give them rest when they really need it, instead of playing 9 games in 13 nights.
3 goals in the 4 games between the breaks. Is that just sort of an anomaly, or is lack of offense something you're going to have to address?
No, I hope it's an anomaly. We normally can produce offense at a fairly good rate and find ways to score goals. Somebody was joking after the game. We tried to score 1 and win in Carolina, and we couldn't, so we decided not to score any and win. So, we've got nowhere to go but up after that. We had some good opportunities. I think our power play's got to get sharper, but the offense will come.
That was Connor's 100th game in the NHL. It's rare you see a player make such an impact in 100 games. There's a handful of guys who do. From your perspective, what's it been like to watch?
Oh, it's been, we get to see him, all those moments that the fans get to see on TV and during the games, but we also get to see him in practice. We get to see him prepare. We get to see him train. And there's a lot of what he does that goes missing from the everyday fan. So we're lucky enough as a staff and teammates to see that. And I think the special players do that in a real good way. Watch Crosby and those type of players approach the game day in and day out and be prepared. And Connor does that. He's unique.